Hello and welcome everyone. Danny Garola, pinkbarnstamper.com, coming to you from a bright and cheery Tucson, Arizona. We are here for another round of Make It Monday. Today is November 18th. We are going to say a big shout out to Miss Patty Rutledge. It is her birthday today. And so happy birthday to you, Patty. We are going to be playing with the Reindeer Fun bundle today. Super cute little reindeer dies and stamp set. I cannot get enough of this bundle here. I have a couple of cards and then a little gift card. Maybe not be considered a card, but maybe you would more consider it a tag. So I can't wait to get started with these projects with you. They are super fun. But first, I want to talk to you about some super exciting news. So we booked our vacation that, if you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you guys know that we had decided last year that when we went to Pine Top, Arizona, which is up in the northeastern part of the state, we absolutely fell in love with it. Last year we went, I think it was right after Thanksgiving, so right before Christmas. We were hoping for snow while we were there. It didn't snow while we were there, but we drove further up the mountain and we played in the snow. So this year we have booked our resort again, and we are going a little bit later this time. We are going the actual week before Christmas. My husband is actually going to join this year, which is super exciting because last year he had to stay home, take care of the animals. We had a lot of things going on. And so I told him, I go, you're definitely going with us this year. And that's what he said. He goes, well, yep. He goes, look at my little crazy hairs here. He said, he goes, I definitely want to go this year. He said this year, he's feeling more festive. He, was even talking about he wants to put up the Christmas tree this year. And I was like, all right, cool. Because I almost wasn't even going to do a Christmas tree because the last one that we had, all the lights took it up. So the return policy at Costco is fabulous. So we had taken it back. Well, then I was just thinking, God, we have so much going on. I'm just not even going to worry about a tree this year. Well, he definitely wants a tree. He said, nope, we're not doing a Christmas without a Christmas tree. So I was like, all right, we'll do this. So he gets to put up the Christmas tree when before we go. And so, yeah, super exciting. I can't wait to get up there. I so hope there's snow. I did read from the reviews that it's more likely that if you want to see snow that you should plan your trip in January. And we were going to do that, but then he was like, nope, I want to go before Christmas. I want it to be decorated. And that's what I told him. I said, I go, this little town is adorable, and it's not really that little, but from where the town that we came from up in Oregon, it was so crazy. They went over the top for Christmas. The lamp poles along the side of the roads were all decorated with the greenery and the Christmas lights and the wreaths and all that. And then there were big banners across the top of the road. They had a tree lighting ceremony. And so I was reading to him the agendas that they have, or the calendars that they have going on up in Pine Top. And I told him, I go, they have all the things that we had up there. They have a tree lighting ceremony. They decorate the streets. It's so like home, like heart feeling when you drive through this little town. So I told him, I go, so it'll be nice to have just the family be there and all of us there for the holidays. So we'll be up there for the week, like I said, before Christmas. So that'll be wonderful to see everything. Fingers crossed that we do get some snow. But yeah, so that is our Christmas plans as far as getting away for a little mini vacay. We're going to probably be gone for, I think it's like 4 or 5 days. We're not going to take the full week because that's just too hard with all the animals that we have. My dad and my mom will stay and help unless my mom decides that she wants to go with us. That could be a thing. But yeah, so I have birthday cards that have come in from all of you wonderful people out there. I want to thank each and every one of you who've sent me a birthday card over this last week. It was so wonderful reading all the wishes that you guys have sent. Also, we are getting ready to have a new catalog come up in January. That's also when we have our celebration, which is wonderful, where you can earn free products when you're shopping with me. So that means that we get to pre-order, and I'm so excited for that. We actually got to see the catalog online over this last week, and there is some wonderful, fabulous products coming for the new year. And so we get to do our pre-order coming up tomorrow. We get to start our pre-order. So I can't wait. I have a list. I know I'm not going to be able to fulfill the whole list because, oh my goodness, that would just, that would break the bank. But I do have it kind of narrowed down to the things that I definitely want to get and share with you guys. So yeah, look forward to seeing that. I will be doing my paper share. For those of you guys who sign up for my paper share, I am going to be getting that uploaded. I have been working on, now that I got to see the catalog, I got to see what papers that we're going to have available. So I'm going to be working on that. Watch my blog, pinkbarnstamper.com, for more to come about that, so you can get registered for the paper share. That is where you will get to enjoy some of the sampling of the paper that is coming out in the new catalog. So very, very cool. All right, you guys, I think that is enough of talking about me. So we're going to get you guys flipped around. We're going to talk about some of the promotions that we have going on. Also, I'm going to share those beautiful birthday cards, and we're going to do our giveaways. Whoop, whoop, giveaways. We love our giveaways. All right, you guys, hold tight. I'm going to get you guys flipped around. Hold on. Alrighty, so what we have going on right now is our Paper Pumpkin Notes from the Heart. This looks like a fabulous kit. This is going on through December 10th is while you can subscribe to this. It says create cards with hand-sketched botanical designs. Makes 9 projects, 3 each of 3 designs. Pre-cut vellum pieces and sparkling gems, scalloped card bases and coordinating envelopes. And then it says that the Stampin' spot for this kit is going to be the Blackberry Bliss. So that's wonderful. It says it's going to include some hand-drawn designs and card bases with the scalloped edges. That looks beautiful. And here's a little sneak peek of the vellum pieces and your sparkling gems. So gorgeous kit. Can't wait for this one. So again, you can subscribe to this kit through December 10th. Also, don't forget that we have the add-on for this kit. And this add-on coordinates with the October, November, and December, the 4th quarter Paper Pumpkin. So look at this wonderful tag that came with this. You also have the greenery that I'm assuming, since they said the botanicals are going to be with that, you've got this wonderful little like fern kind of looking leaf here. And then you've got the word Mary. So very, very cool. This is called the Mary Tags and More Dies. That's the add-on for this current quarter that we are in for Paper Pumpkin. You guys still have time to get your cards in for mystery stamping. So I did our mystery stamping live on the 13th. You can find more about that over on my blog, pinkbarnstamper.com. If you go over to the right-hand column, there is a little categories list. If you hit the mystery stamping, it will bring up the most current mystery stamping that we are in. So we did that live on the 13th. You must be a part of my Pink Barn Stamper group over on Facebook to be able to enter the giveaway for this. I will be drawing the winner of that giveaway on the 20th, so this Wednesday, in just a couple of days. So be sure to get your cards submitted on there. The requirements for that is just you have to use the layout that I share in that video. All right. And then coming up on December 7th, I have a free ornament making class that I am going to be doing right here in the barn. So if you live local to me here in the Tucson, Arizona area, I would love to see you come out and we can have some coffee. You can make your cute little ornament. And again, like I said, these are going to be free. You will come and you're going to make an ornament and have a cup of coffee. It gives you an opportunity to meet some other wonderful crafters at the same time, and just to come and see that it's not only about card making, that we also have other things to offer as well. And so you must register for this class, so I make sure that I have enough ornaments to go around for everyone. So the registration is over on my blog. Again, that is pinkbarnstamper.com. If you go there, again, on that categories, go down to the in-persons class, then you're going to see the ornaments, Christmas ornament in-person class, the make and take. Register for that so you can come. And you'll read all about the details for that as well, and let you know the times, the address, all that good stuff when you register. All right, let me get this stuff moved out of the way. Let me show you guys the super cute birthday cards that have just been coming in this week. So look at this first card here. Isn't this so cute? Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? And it almost looks like she stamped on a glossy paper here, because that is just a gorgeous gloss to it. Beautiful colors here. This came from Miss Melanie Foy, wishing me the best birthday yet. I love this paper and what she's done. It almost looks like a watercolor paper that she's then took some water to it, or I'm not quite sure how she did that technique, but it is gorgeous. So that is the first one that came in. And then Miss Wendy from Canada has sent me some more wonderful items for our giveaway. So she sent me this little paper pumpkin box, added some things. I'm actually, for our giveaway today, I'm actually going to be giving one of the items away that she has sent me. She is an amazing person, so kind-hearted that she sends me her extra products that she gets and lets me use those for our giveaways. So she also included this super cute little card in there. Look at the barn on here. Isn't that adorable? But wait, she's got these super cute cards in here. It says, "I'm just so happy for you," and "Hello, friend," again with a cute little barn. But wait for this one. Oh, look at this. It says, "Congratulations," and look at the pink barn. So she was congratulating me on becoming a silver elite status. So super, super cute. I absolutely love this card. And look how fun this is. And so interactive. You can use these tags for either, like, I was thinking maybe like a bookmark, or you can use these on other cards, or just look at these and just know that somebody's thinking of you. She also was, oh, that's right. She was congratulating me on my pink barn. That's what it was, not the, because she's already done that. But she was congratulating me on the pink barn being done, and so excited for that. Let's get to the next one. So this one I received. This one came from, this is from Jan Lenoir, I think is how you say the last name. I'm probably completely slaughtering that, but look how beautiful this card is. Look at these little opal pearls that she's put in there. Love the blues going on this card. Again, she is telling me happy birthday. She also said a little note in there that she hopes that I get to make it to the Raleigh North Carolina, the backstage, because she wants to meet me. So isn't that a beautiful card? So thank you so much, Jan. The next one that has come in, this is from Miss Anna Rebadoo. Oh, look at the sparkle and shine on this. I love this layout here with your designer series paper, some more paper that coordinates right along with it, and then this cute little shape here. I'm actually going to be using this die set today. This is actually the Nested Essentials dies. She used this smallest little shape right here. This is such a great set to have of dies. But yeah, she was saying happy birthday and wishing me a happy day. So very, very beautiful. Thank you so much, Anna. Okay, those are the birthday cards that have come in this week. Let's go ahead and get to our giveaways. So last week we played with the decorative trees. So this first card is going for liking last week's video. So when you come in here and you watch my video, please throw me some thumbs up. Come in here, hit that share button. When you hit the share, it's going to give you a couple of different options to where you want to share it. You can share it Facebook, you can share it on here on YouTube, and then come back in the comment section and let me know that you've shared it. And then that will get you entered in the drawing as well. So this beautiful card right here, we used the, this is the 3-color glimmer paper, and we use that little snowflake design on the front of that. Very, very beautiful. This is a season's greetings card. May your days be merry. This is going to Miss Linda Jackmastall for liking last week's video. Congratulations. Thank you so much for liking the video. All right, the next card, this one here is more of a traditional Christmas card with your greens and your reds. Again, a season's greetings. May your day be merry. This one is absolutely stunning with your greens and reds on there. This one is going to, Jacqueline McGee. Jacqueline, this is going to you for commenting on last week's video. Jacqueline McGee, I do not have your address, so if you can please email me at stampinthepinkbarn@gmail.com and I can get this in the mail to you. Thank you so much for coming in and commenting on the video and liking the cards that I have created. And then for sharing last week's video, we have this beautiful pretty peacock with some of that silver foil on there and then a hint of that silver on the ribbon here. This is a very Merry Christmas, Oh Christmas Tree. This is a neat little fun fold here. This is going to Miss Ramona Culp for sharing last week's video. Now, since you shared my video, I'm also going to be including the Timber 3D embossing folder. So Ramona, this is coming to you. I'm not sure, Ramona, if I have your address. I keep thinking that I do, but if not, again, email me at stampinthepinkbarn@gmail.com. so I can get this to you. Or if you're on Facebook, you can always message me over there as well and with your address so I can get these in the mail for you ladies. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. I can't do it without you guys. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside and we are going to get down to business. Okay, so again, like I said, we are going to be playing with the Reindeer Fun. This is such a cute set. Oh, look at this. I have little dimensional backings everywhere. This is such an adorable set. Christmas is better together. May all your days be full of cheer. Merry Christmas. You've got some cute little reindeer images here. A little Christmas tree. You've got some other little elements here with some snowflakes, some little holly and holly berries. You've got a couple of different, what would these be considered, like a collar that you could put on your little deer here, but we also have these really fun dies. Now this is an awesome die set. You get 2 sheets full of dies. This little 3-part deer here, I'm going to be showing you guys how these coordinate together in one of the projects that I have to share with you, but it's really, really cool how these go together and really make a 3D look. Another backing to a dimensional. You've got the holly berries with the leaves here. You've got a strand of Christmas lights, some Christmas presents here. There's your little berries to go on top of your holly. Some little bells that can hang from your little deer here. This really neat full die cut. Now, I didn't do a project using that. I just couldn't get anything to really set for me. There are tons of inspiration on Pinterest. You've got the 2 deer die cuts that coordinate with your 2 images here. The tree also coordinates with your image. This one here goes with your little bells. So you've got a ton of opportunity with this stamp and die set. And I'll be using a little wreath here in just a little bit as well. So let me go ahead and set these aside so we can get started. I'm also going to be bringing in 2 little extra die sets here. I'm going to be using the Nested Essentials and the Stylish Shapes dies for a couple of my different little shapes and elements for my cards to sit on. So when you shop with me this week, and you must use my current host code on orders of $35 or more, I will be sending you a kit in the mail that looks just like this. It's going to contain enough cardstock and all the things that you need to be creating the 3 cards that I'm going to be showing you today. Now, you will need to have this stamp and die set in order to complete the cards exactly as I'm showing, along with the super cute Reindeer Days Designer Series paper. Now, this is a suite collection, so that means that you could get everything in one code that you could punch in, but I'm going to let you know that if you go to purchase that suite collection, it's going to tell you that it's unavailable. So we have been having a heck of a time keeping these super cute little red and white adhesive back peppermints in stock. They actually just came back this last week for the 2nd round, and they were sold out within a day. These are so popular right now. It does look like that they will be back in the store. What did I see here? I think it said December 23rd. The week of December 23rd, they should be back in stock. So again, they're very, very popular, but because they're out of stock right now, that's the one reason that would stop you from being able to order the suite collection. But that's the only thing that's stopping it. Just know that you can still order the dies. You can still order the red and white ribbon or the twine. It also has the, what is it there? The, let me see, because I can't see it on there. I think it is it's an embossing folder. Let me look it up here. Oh, it's the plaid. So you can still order that. That is still available as well. That is the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. So, and there's some cute little boxes that also are in that suite collection. But just to let you guys know, that's why that's not available. But the bundle is absolutely available, and that is what you're going to need to be able to create these super cute cards. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first one here. So let me make sure I am in camera here. So let me pull out all the pieces that we're going to need. And set that aside. Put my inside pieces over to the side. Now just know that when you get this kit for me, this is going to be tucked. Each card contents are going to be tucked into each individual envelope. So just know that the parts that go to the inside of your card, we're going to be tucked right behind your card base. Everything that is going to be used on the front of your card is going to be in the front of your card base. So I'm going to take that and set that aside for the moment. Get all of my little pieces out of the way here. Now my card base is real red. This is 8.5 by 4.5, or 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Whew, measurements are tough today. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give that a good crease. The next piece that we need, this is a piece of that Reindeer Days Designer Series paper. This has got these really cute little white bells on this. Now this is going to be the same exact size as my card base, though. So this is 4 1/4 by 5.5. That is just going to get adhered right onto the front of that. I need a scrap of white. Now what I'm going to do with this white piece here, I'm going to come in with my Stylish Shapes dies. I'm going to grab this biggest square die and I'm going to cut this out twice on a piece of basic white scrap cardstock. When I do, I'm going to come out with these 2 pieces of squares. Now I just want to tell you guys that when I was die cutting this, it shifted in my machine and it missed this bottom corner here, but I will be layering these. So you know what? I just wanted to show you guys that if that happens and it shifts in your machine, you're gonna still be able to use these so you're not wasting any paper. I'm also bringing in a piece of this paper right here. This is the one with all these super cute deer. Now, one of the fun things with this is the deer die actually coordinates with this deer right here. So what I did was I just cut one of these little deer out, and I will take this and I will die cut that when we are ready for that part of this card. Then I need a scrap of Pool Party because that is what I'm going to do my sentiment on. I need to have my Granny Apple Green I'm going to be using along with my Garden Green ink. So I'm going to be using those 2 colors on this card. So with that, let's go ahead and get started on this card. So let me grab a block here. We're going to use the tree for this. So I'm going to mount my little tree there. Both of my little pieces. Now this one I'm going to tuck underneath the bottom of this card. So I'm going to set that aside because that one's going to get tucked like that underneath that. So I want that part to be up top. So I'm going to start with my Garden Green. I'm going to stamp this right up towards the top here, just like that. I'm also going to take another one and stamp it right down below here. Okay, that's the bottom one done. Then I'm going to take and do this one right here. And then this one's going to go right like so. Okay, now I need to clean off this stamp. We are going to come in with the Granny Apple Green. After I stick my finger in it. And this one I'm going to stamp right over here towards the edge like so. And this one is going to come right down here on that one. And I think I'm going to do one more right here like so. And then on this one, I'm gonna stamp right towards this side. And then right beside this. Okay, that is all the stamping that I'm going to do with those. Now, I am going to be using a sentiment. So with my little scrap here, I'm going to take the, while I'm got my ink out here, I'm going to take the Merry Christmas sentiment. Ink this up. And I'm going to take the garden green and stamp it on my pool party. Okay, just like so. Give that a couple seconds to marinate into that paper, and voila. I can take and close that for now. We might come back and use that ink on the inside of our card. So there's pretty much what I need. I do need to still go and cut out my little deer. So I'm going to do that. But first, I'm going to lay some washi tape on this to make sure that we don't get any shifting in our machine. So let me get this on here. So let me turn around and die cut this really quick. Take my washi off. Oh, it's time for a new piece. Okay, there is that super cute little deer. So it kind of takes all the guesswork out of me having to color the deer, do all the things with it when that paper is already gorgeously colored for me. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting this put together. Look how cute the back side of that paper is. Aren't those so adorable? Ah, this would be great paper if you're into scrapbooking as well, because you've got these really cute little winter scenes. Myself, I know us going on this little mini vacay, I will be coming home and printing off some of my photos and doing a scrapbook page of our little trip, our Christmas trip. It's one of the good things about Stampin' Up. They always provide some of the most beautiful paper. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is this square is going to go to the bottom because, again, like I said, I cut that part off when that shifted in my machine. And then this piece is just going to set kind of over the top of it. So again, that's what I was trying to explain, is that nobody's going to see that part. So let me go ahead and get this one adhered on here first. Okay, I'm going to bring it further over to the right-hand side here. This one's going to go more over here towards the left. Okay, give that a good smoosh. Make sure those are adhered. Then we are going to put some dimensionals on our little deer here. So I'm going to use the little mini dimensionals. I need one more? Maybe right there on his face. Make sure those are all nice and stuck. I'm gonna grab my take your pick tool. Pull all those off. Okay, there's that. So my little deer is going to get placed right on this side here. Okay, isn't that cute? Then we're going to use our sentiment. I'm going to grab my paper trimmer here, and I'm just going to trim this down to about 1/4 of an inch, or 1/2 inch, I mean. And then I'm also going to, now I could do that with a pair of snips. I'm going to cut this apart. Just like so. Okay, and what I'm going to do with these is I'm also going to, I think I'm going to trim it down just a little bit more. I think it looks awfully wide. Yep, that looks better. So let's do it to this one. Seems like there's just too much empty space there. I think I might actually take just a skosh off the top as well. Kind of make that spacing even. Do that on this one. I love that color on there when we stamp the garden green on that pool party. I think that is so pretty. Okay, so on these, I'm going, geez Louise, if I could get the thing to flip over, I'm going to take a couple of these mini dimensionals. Okay. Okay, we're gonna take the word Mary and put it right up here and kind of in this little white space. And then take Christmas, kind of go up underneath that just a little bit. We're gonna slide that kind of this way. Go right across like that. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love how cute this one turns out. Okay, let's go ahead and decide what we're gonna do in the inside of our card. So I have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 white. I'm going to take my little bells here, and that is gonna go down the inside of this. Like so. And I just leave a little space there on the white. I like that white showing just a little tiny bit. I'm gonna take the scissors, since my piece is just a little bit longer than my paper, and just snip off those extra bits there. Now, let's look at some of our cute sentiments. Christmas is better together. May all your days be full of cheer. I'm gonna do that one. Yep, may all your days be full of cheer. I'm gonna come in with that garden green. My ink pads don't like it when it's cold out. So I had to come in here and turn the heaters on earlier to make sure that it was nice and warm so my ink pads work. And my hands work, because when it's cold, my fingers don't want to work either. So we've got it nice and toasty in here, so everything works perfect. Okay, so let's open up this card. That's the other thing. My glue doesn't like to work either if it's cold. Okay, look how pretty that is. Oh, look at those colors. So there is card number 1, but we are not complete without adding some of these little peppermints on here. Speaking of winter, my skin has been so itchy. Ugh. Not only are we in the desert, but it is super dry right now. And so that cold desert air just really, gets ya. Yeah, maybe I will use that. So we've got 2 different sizes here. You've got the bigger ones and the more small. Then you've got really tiny ones up here. What is going on here? And you've got the really small ones up here. So I'm going to come in with a couple of these big ones. And we're going to place one there. Another big one right up here. Come in with a couple of these medium ones. Do that. Let's grab a medium one, put it right up over here, and then let's grab a small one. And we're gonna put the small one right there. Aren't those cute? I think those just really complete this card nicely. But again, they are out of stock in the store, so if you don't have these, don't fret. I don't send embellishments out for cards. You will receive everything else but embellishments. But I'm sure anything that's either just a solid red will be great on here. You could even use green. You could use some pool party ones on there. That would be wonderful. I just realized these were out of stock. So I had already designed this card, and I'm sure a lot of you, as soon as they became available, I know I posted it on the Facebook page that they were back in stock. So hopefully quite a few of you guys were able to get those on your orders. So that is card number 1. So cute. Okay, let me set that aside. Now we're going to do card number 2. So look at all the blinginess going on in this card. Whoops, these don't go in this card. That goes in the other card. I stuck that in the wrong packaging. Okay, so let's get out our parts for this. There's my inside. So I'm going to set that over here. I am going to need this bit of scrap though. I knew I was going to need that for this other card. So let's get everything going here. Move some of this. Okay, look at these colors together. This is Pool Party and this is Granny Apple Green. Gorgeous. So our card base is Pool Party. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to give this a good crease there. All right, so what we need here is we need a piece of, this is just a scrap of basic white to do our stamping and to cut a couple of our elements out of. We also need a piece of that designer series paper. This is the one with the little trees on the back. I love this little scenery of the deers, and we're gonna do an angle cut on this. I have a piece, now this is 4 by 5 1/4. I also have a piece of the Granny Apple Green. Now if I can find where I put my ruler. This is, now you don't have to have it be this width. This is 3.5, but you have to have it be 4 inches. And it needs to at least be probably at least 2.5 inches long. So this here, to be on the safe side, again, this is 4 by 3.5. Okay, so let's go ahead and start getting this cut. So what I'm going to do, get all my pieces out of the way here. So what I want to do with this is I have a top right corner and a top left corner, okay? So my top right corner, I want to put on the 1 inch. And then my top left corner, I want to put at 2.5. So I'm just gonna slide that down until I hit my 2.5 mark with this top corner. So that's gonna give me the angle that I need to cut off. Okay, so top right corner is on 1, top left corner is on 2.5. Okay, I'm going to take that and I'm going to cut that. Okay, that gives me the angle that I need. And then it also shows off that super cute. Now don't get rid of this. You can use this for another card or do the complete opposite angle that we're doing. Okay, same thing with this. We're going to take you're gonna need the 4 inch going side to side. You're gonna take that top corner, that top right corner, and go to the 1. And then the top left corner, we're gonna go to the 2.5 line. And we're just gonna cut and do that same angle. Okay, that gives us this card that fits exactly together, like so. And then we've got our spacing, what we need. Okay, so now what I need to do is I am going to take my Granny Apple Green and I am going to just come in here and do a little bit of distressing on this. Just around those 3 edges. This is going to be covered up. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do it on my designer paper as well. Not worrying about the center seam. Okay, I need to open these up. I am going to bring in that tree again. We're going to place this to the side. Now I'm going to come in with the garden green. And so with this one, I'm going to take this all the way to the top up here on the edge of that tree, like so. And then I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to kind of angle it a little bit further out, like that. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do one right here. Do another one right up here. And then one there. Okay. All right, let me clean off that stamp. Because now I'm going to use garden green. So now I'm going to grab the garden green and I'm going to go right up here and right over here. Now this just kind of gives it kind of that shadowing of the forest look. And one right up here. Okay, just like that. You could also, if you don't have the garden green, you could use, since we're using garden green paper, if you have a Versamark pad, that would work also. Okay, so then where did that go again? We've got that piece of pool party here, our little scrap. So I'm just gonna take that Merry Christmas again and stamp that on here, just like so. Because as you can see, I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but you've got some pool party going on back here, like this snow image. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and close up my garden green because I don't need that anymore. And then we're going to grab our scrap piece of paper. Now what we need to do with this scrap is we are going to come back to our stylish shapes. And the second from smallest, we're going to die cut a circle out of that. And when we do, we get this piece right here. Okay, we're also going to stamp our 2 deer here. So we have this really cute little image here of a mama and a baby, little deer. Oh dear. We're going to stamp that in Memento Black because we need to use some pens to color that in. So before we go there though, I'm going to grab my pool party and my little circle. There's also a cute little snowflake image on these stamps that I'm gonna grab. And then I'm just gonna randomly stamp these little snowflakes around. Now you can go as light or as thick as you want to go on these. You can even stamp a couple of times. Okay, that's good. So we're done with the pool party. It's a pool party. And then what I need to do now is, again, taking this, I'm going to just distress the edge of this circle with that granny apple green. Now I kind of like it to be a little messy on there because that's the whole part of distressing. So I'm going to try to get some of that ink. There we go. That's better. That's what I wanted. See, I wanted some of that messy look on there. Okay, give that a second to dry. While that is drying, we are going to go ahead and use Memento and stamp our little duo here, mama and baby, and stick my finger in the ink pad as well because that's always cool. Give that a good little smush, let that marinate into that paper. Okay, aren't they adorable? All right, we are going to grab our pecan pie Stampin' blends. We're going to grab crumb cake and calypso coral. I know, crazy combo, right? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my dark crumb cake and I'm just going to go underbelly with this. I'm going to go under the tail, which we all know which is there. So it's going to be a little bit darker. And then right here down her chest. And same on baby. Okay. Then we're going to take the light crumb cake and we're just going to kind of blend all that together. Now hunting season has begun down here in Arizona, and we have friends that like to go out and go hunting, so we normally start seeing pictures of the hunt. Hunting is not my thing, so you're not going to catch me out there doing it, but hey, I don't have any hate towards people who do it, as long as they are doing the correct thing with their hunt and not just doing it for the sport, that they're actually putting that meat in their freezer. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the little nose of the mom and the baby, kind of lighten up that nose a little bit. Oops, we forgot baby's tail. Baby's so little, I'm not going to try to worry about too much of the blending. Then I'm going to come in with my dark pecan pie. And on some of these little shadowy marks that they put on here, just going to darken that up a little bit. And then her back leg underneath, kind of bring that down. Same on the back front. Bring that down a little bit. On the back of the heels here. And let's see, we'll do baby right there, back legs. Okay, now we're going to come in with light pecan. Oops, I forgot a little bit of her front leg here. Now we're going to come in with the light pecan. So did you guys watch the Mike Tyson fight? I can't believe how many people are putting up little crazy funny memes all over the internet about that fight. And it was so funny because all these memes that they're putting up are like the little buffering wheel, because there were so many people watching that fight that Netflix kept crashing. I thought it was kind of funny. So since my son was watching it in his room because he was live streaming it with a bunch of his friends, we were hooked up to our other internet, the one that I use out here in the barn, and it was cold that evening. So me and my husband are all bundled up and we're standing out on the patio using the barn internet to watch this stupid fight, which, yeah, if you know, you know. But yeah, I just think it's funny how many people have now turned it into a joke. Okay, I'm just gonna go kind of lightly around that area because I'm going to bring that crumb cake kind of back up so there's not such a stark line there. Okay, now come in, we'll do baby. Okay, that looks good. Now again, I'm going to bring in the light crumb cake and just kind of soften out some of these little spots around the face and the neck here. Same on mom. Soften that up just a touch. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now, let's do these ears. So I'm going to grab my light, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color the whole inside of the ear with the light. Then I'm going to grab the dark, and wrong end. I can't control that end as much as I can. Then I'm just going to bring some of this kind of darker down like so, like that. Then I'm going to actually grab my color lifter and just flick some of that ink up I know it seems kind of counterintuitive. Why did you add ink if you're just going to lift it? But it just kind of helps soften and blend those bright colors like that to really give it a good blend in there. Okay, so then what we need to do next is I have this little thin piece here. This is a 1/4 inch by, it needs to at least be 5.5, but I have it at 7 right now. We will be cutting quite a bit of that off. Now I need to grab my coordinating die to my little deer. We're going to cut that. So let me grab some washi tape here. So I can line that up and get that cut. Let's grab this piece here. Okay, just like that. Isn't that so cute? Oh, precious. All right, so let me get my washi tape put back over here so I don't misplace that. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take these two and lay them together. I'm going to take this strip and I'm going to adhere that right along there. I'm not going to go all the way to the end because we do need to cut this, so I just want to line this up. Right down that seam. Okay, bring my card base over. What am I throwing? Okay, there's that. Make sure that is all stuck together there. Then I'm going to grab my scissors. I'm just going to cut off the excess of that glimmer there. Okay. I'm going to flip that over. We are going to put some dimensionals on that. Let me go grab another pack. It looks like I've completed my last pack there. Okay, that might be a little overkill, but it's okay. Can you ever really have too many dimensionals? It just means it's going to stay on there a little bit better. Where did I put my take your pick tool? There it is. Okay, there's that. Now let's take this and flip this over, and we are going to put this right on our card base here. Isn't that so pretty with that pool party on there? I kind of was just playing around with colors when I did this card, and I thought, you know, with that little bit of pool party on here and then adding a little bit of pool party here, I think those colors just really look pretty together. And it's kind of out of the box because you probably wouldn't really put those colors together, but I think it really kind of turns out nice. Okay, so let's grab our little guy here. I did have my, there it is, my sentiment cut. So I need to go ahead and trim this down. We're gonna trim this to about 1/2 inch. That'll work. So there's our sentiment. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors. And I'm just gonna cut this apart again, but on an angle. Okay, this is going to get adhered just right on here like so. Okay, I'm going to place that right there. Make sure that sticks down there. We're going to take the deer, we're going to take again some more of our little mini dimensionals. Place those on there. And then just keep going here. Hey, I need that shut. You're messing up. Come in if you're going to. Yeah, that makes a wild glare. Okay, so then we're going to do that.
I think you're on the house internet.
And take all these little backings off. He says to pause like I can pause a live video. What a goof. All right, there's my little character, my little mama and baby. Now I'm going to place those just right over top of that circle. We're going to do the same thing, bring in some mini dimensionals. Like that. Okay, let's take our little word Mary, and we are going to place that right behind, well, let's go this way. I'm going to go up a little bit higher this time, right there. And then Christmas is going to kind of do what we did on the last card. I want that to be above, so you see the slant, but then kind of just tucked underneath that cute little deer as if she's kind of standing on it. Okay, there's Merry Christmas. Then I'm going to use, these are the iridescent adhesive back discs. These are fun. But I like this green. I think it really goes well with that. You could use the ones that look like pool party. Those would be fun too. I think I'm just gonna stick with the green. I want them to be just a little bit. I don't want them to like overtake my card, because we already have the bling here. And then we'll do another one right up over here. There we go. Now let's do the inside of our card. We've got these pieces sitting right here. So this is just the bottom portion of this piece here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put those trees on the inside because it coordinates very well, even though it's not the same exact pattern, but the colors are still the same. Oops. Okay. We're going to take that and adhere that right inside of our card base. Like that. And then this time, let's go ahead and stamp Christmas is Better Together. And I'm going to do that in garden green as well. I'm going to do it right down in this bottom corner. I really think that adds such a cute, different look to a card by moving the sentiment, which we normally put in the center. I think it's cute to move that every once in a while and just kind of add something different there. Now, if we wanted to, we can come in here and do some of those little pool party. Let's do that there. Do another one over here. Do we need another one? There we go. That's cute. Adding some of those little snowflakes in there. Then that just kind of ties the little snowflakes that we have on the outside here to the inside. Super cute, right? Oh, again, another fabulous little card for that inspiration. Okay, so that's card number 2. Now, the last little project that I have for you guys, I think is just adorable. This makes such a great little gift tag. So let me bring in the pieces here. Okay. Oh, the other thing that we are going to need that I forgot to tell you guys in the beginning, you're going to need either, you can continue using your stylish shape dies, which might actually be easier than the other way I was going to do it. So let me show you that. So let's look at these circles. Let me see if I can find one of these circles that would be roughly close to the 1 3/4 inch. And that looks like it right there. So that is the 3rd from smallest circle die here. Now, if you have a 1 3/4 inch punch, that would work also. I think you just have a little bit more control when you're doing it with a die cut, and I'll tell you why. Okay, let me see what I needed to do here. We need to score this at the 2.5 mark. I actually forgot to grab one of the scraps that I'm going to need. So let me get that put over here. That's not the right color either. There it is. I think that was pretty close, but we're gonna take this and we're gonna score this at 2.5. Like that. We're gonna get our cutting blade because we want to just score. Okay. Now this piece here is 3 inches by 7.5, and we've scored at 2.5. So what we need to do is we need to grab our 1 3/4 circle, line that up in the center there, and we can use our washi tape. Now, the thing that you would run into when you try to put this in here, how do you find exactly the center? of that little thing. I mean, if you know how to do it, then you do you. I think it gets a little bit wonky. So this way, you're already using this die for some of your other projects in this series. So let's just go ahead and cut that. And then I can see that it's centered on there. Okay, and you can keep your little circle for another project at another time. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and fold that now. Give that a good crease on there. Then our next piece that we need is from that that is the Reindeer Fun Designer Series paper. This piece is going to be 3 by 5. And so that lines up here. Wait a minute. I think I didn't cut enough off of there. Nope, I need to have that be 4 1/4. There we go. That's better. So we're gonna take that, look how cute that paper is on the back side. Oh. Okay, that is gonna go right here. Now you can make these with any paper that you have. The next layer that I need is a piece of, you can either use cherry cobbler, real red. Real red is just what I grabbed here. So this is what I'm going to be bringing in, the Nested Essentials dies. And I'm just gonna use this big banner here. So I need to die cut that out. I'm going to take that and die cut it. And then the other elements, I'm going to try to cut as many of them as I can at one time so I'm not constantly turning around here. So there's that. So that is going to go on the front of here. Then we need all these little scraps. So let me grab my plate here so I can set these things up. So I need my piece of early espresso. Now that is going to, where'd my dies go? This is where we're gonna take out that second sheet of dies. This is, we're gonna flip this over and come over here. So on this one, I want the ones with the antlers. That's gonna go there. My next piece that I need is going to be my crumb cake, and that is going to be the more solid one with the solid ears. Then the one with the little open ears and the bigger nose is going to be pecan pie. So just like that. Now let me turn this around and I'm going to die cut these. And the static electricity is outrageous right now, I swear. I've got static, my hair is staticky, the paper is staticky. Take your pick, where you at? Okay, so let's get this little piece out of here. There's that piece. There's that one. And here's our solid deer with the antlers. Okay, get that out of the way. Okay, Then we need some other scraps. We need a piece of granny apple green. That's going to be for our little wreath here. We need to use the glimmer paper. We are going to come in with our strand of lights. Now we're going to use this strand of lights on all 3 of our layers here. So we'd have to cut this 3 different times. So we're going to do it once on the cherry cobbler. Now this pack is called the Festive Glimmer Paper. That is in your cherry, your granny apple, and your garden green glimmer paper. So we're going to cut this out 3 times. Once on regular garden green, once on that cherry cobbler, and once on the granny apple green. And we're going to take our little bow here and we're going to cut that on that cherry cobbler as well. So see, you would do it on there and then on here and then on here. But I've already did that. So the only one that I need to cut it on is on my strand of lights. So I'm going to place that like that. I'm going to move this over here and we are going to go cut these elements. Okay, when we take those out, we will be left with, we've got our wreath. So you would have a strand. I've already cut the little lights off that I need to, but you're gonna need a strand of the lights in your garden green, just like it'll come out of that. So I'm gonna set those there. You would need a strand of your lights. Again, I've already cut some of these off of here in your red, and you're gonna have this little bow in the cherry cobbler. Then you're gonna have a full little strand of lights here, just like that. Okay, now we can start putting these pieces together. Let me get these put away because we don't need these out here anymore. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start getting these put together. So my first layer that's going to be down flat is the early espresso. I'm going to add some adhesive to the crumb cake. I'm going to add that over the top of that layer. And while it's still wet, I can manipulate that around a little bit to get that straight. Then I'm going to grab, this is my Stampin' chalk marker. I'm just going to add a little dot right there. There's kind of a little, not sure if you can see it, there's like a little divot where the little white of the eye is. I'm going to go ahead and add some of that white chalk to that to give it that really white little part of the eye. Then using the pecan, the little outlined image, we're going to add this next. So this gives that really cute little finished look to this deer. Really adds that extra element of color Isn't that so cute? Now you could actually use one of the little circles if you wanted to. If you wanted to cut that head again using the red, you could put a little red nose on there so he's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That'd be cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do with him is I'm going to just add a little bit of glue to the bottom of my wreath, and he's just going to get tucked right inside of there and put him right in that glue. So cute. Okay, then I'm going to use the little bow. I'm going to put a little dot of glue right in the center of that, and that is going to hang right here on this wreath. Okay, that's going to get set aside. Then I've got all these little parts that I've already cut. Okay, so then with my little strand of lights, I'm just going to come in here and cut the lights off the strand. Hope I still have enough left to do this. Okay, we can get rid of that. I've got the little red ones. I might have to cut another strand of the red. Okay. And then we're just going to start by holding this down, tapping a little bit of glue on there, and then with my take your pick tool, I'm just going to grab a green. Now this is Granny Apple Green because my strand of lights is Garden Green. Now, if this is more work than what you want to do, then you can just leave your strand of lights solid. I think it really is such a cute added effect. Oops, shoot, I did the wrong color. Come here, guy. You need to go over here. And I need a garden green, or a Granny Apple Green right there. So it is a little bit time consuming, but the outcome is adorable. Okay, and we've got another red here, I think. There. Okay, and another little green. Isn't that cute? Oh, love it. Okay, move all my little lights over there. And then you just get this bright and shimmery little strand of lights, and it really looks like they're lit up. Okay, so now what we're gonna do with this is we are gonna take that strand of lights first, and then just tapping some glue. Whoops, let's flip it over. Get it to hold still here, possibly. Just dabbing some glue on the lights. This really reminds me of like back in grade school. And yeah, I know, crazy that I can remember that, right? That was quite some time ago. Right before the holidays, our teachers would always come up with the cutest little crafts that we could take home and hang up on the walls. You know, when your parents used to put magnets on all your little crafts that you would create at school and hang them on the fridge. That's what this really reminds me of, is just a cute little project like that that you can be so proud of. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some more glue to this little deer. My deer is gonna get put right here in the center of this. Let that stick down there. Adorable, right? Oh, who couldn't love that? Or who wouldn't love that? Okay, now we're gonna take this whole little piece, line this up on here, watching both my spaces on the side, place that red underneath that strand of lights. Now I have a little strip of white here. And again, with that Merry Christmas, I'm really getting a lot of use out of this Merry Christmas stamp here that came with this. And using my Real Red ink, I'm just gonna stamp this right along here. Okay, I need my trimmer. We're gonna trim this down, and then I'm gonna show you what a fun project this is. You guys might already have an idea. You might know exactly what I'm gonna do with this. If not, you're in for a fun little great gift idea. Okay, I'm gonna grab some of my dimensionals. These are the little minis. Okay, and this is just gonna go right across the bottom here. Now I am gonna show you a little bit of an add-on that you could do to this if you wanted to go even a little bit further with this project. You could take another little strip of this paper. You could either take that circle die that we used, that same one that we used up here for this circle, and just do a half circle out of the top of this. You could take your punch and do a half circle out of this. Now I'm not gonna do this, I just wanna show you what you could do. You could take your little piece and have that little half circle and then only put glue here and here and here. Put this to the back, and then you have a great place to put a gift card. You could put a gift card in there. You could put some money in there. Be a cute little gift card holder like that, or money holder. Just an extra added idea, but look what you do with this. I have this bottle of, what is this? Spumante. And look what you do. That goes on the neck of your bottle, and you give that as a super cute gift. Isn't that adorable? It just really dresses up when you hand somebody a bottle of wine, champagne. You could do sparkling cider. I almost said sparkling spider because that's what my kids used to call it when they were little, sparkling spider. And it just really dresses up a bottle. You could do this with some snowflakes and some blue paper, and you could do this for your upcoming New Year's party. Bring a bottle with you, put a cute little tag on there. But if you're giving it as a gift, that little gift card idea is really cute to go with that. Maybe for their favorite restaurant or whatever it is that they enjoy doing. But yeah, isn't that cute and super, super simple? You saw how I did that. What a cute idea that you could just continuously, you know, even that person the following year, if they want to gift a bottle, they could take that off and put that onto another bottle and give another, this can just keep going and going and going for years and years and years until it doesn't have any more give to it or somebody rips this off. But yeah, isn't that super cute? Okay, so there are my 3 projects using the, this is the Reindeer Fun bundle. So I hope you guys have fun with this. Enjoy. You can case any of my projects. I will be, again, if you use this host code, I will be sending out the little projects along with project sheets to create these same cards. And if you come back next week, normally Sunday night is when I write the tutorials for these, when I send my project sheets out with the packages when you shop with me. You can also get all the directions. You could always rewind this video, watch it over again, and see exactly how these are created. But there you go. There is a fun little inspiration for the Reindeer Fun. Oops, that's not the right one. I grabbed the wrong cards. Look at there. I grabbed my sample cards. I was going to say, why aren't those flapping up a little bit more? So there's that one. There's that one. And then you've got your super cute little tag here. All right, you guys, thank you so much for spending your evening with me. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend and rest of your week, or actually rest of your week, then the weekend. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Love you all. Bye-bye.